Hi, you guys. I have another dream. I actually had two dreams, but I haven't been posting because I just had a lot going on, and I don't like to post just to post. Like some people, they just upload just to get a certain amount of views or subscribers on their channel, but for me, I don't do that. I only post when God wants me to post and He tells me something that He wants me to share. So that's why you don't see a lot of videos on my channel. It's not because I'm not like participating in my channel, it's just that I wait on God to tell me what to do. So I want to go with the first dream I had. So the first dream I had, this happened a couple of weeks back, and basically, for some reason, I was at Disney World, and it wasn't really Disney World, but it was like I don't know, it's hard to explain. It wasn't like if you go to Disney World now. That's not how it looked. It was kind of like, it was a little different. So, yeah, so I was at Disney World, and so we were like, I think I don't know where I was at. Like it wasn't a park. It's very hard to explain. Um, but so I was like sitting down somewhere in a room. Yeah, it was in a room, and I was with three people. I was with four people. Yeah, I think I was with 4 or 5 people. And as I'm sitting down, they were doing like, I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing something. Like it was like dancing going on, and not like cartoon dancing, but like just like old. It's something like from an old, like not an old movie, but it was kind of like, you know how not the Egyptians, but like how the Indians, like how they, how they have their what they wear, like the garb, not the garb, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the skirt and everything, and how they dance with all the gold and like, the stuff on their heads, the veil and everything. So they were dancing like that. And as they were dancing, they wanted me to this person gave me something to yeah, they gave me something to drink, and they told me to drink this. But they couldn't force me to drink it. So it wasn't like they they forced me to drink it. Like they could not they couldn't force me to do anything. Like everything that they wanted me to do, I had to do it. Like I would have had to drink it. Um and then I was like, no, I'm not drinking that. So after that, they tried again, but they tried to like stick something in me. So it was kind of like a needle or something. But they wanted me to do it. They were like, do it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. But it was kind of like God had like he's just had his shield on me. Like they know, like no one could touch me. None of them. No one could touch me unless I was to drink that or put that needle, give me that needle. That's the only way I would have got it. So after that they had got mad. Like they were mad. They were like, oh my gosh, like, she's not doing it, whatever. So then they just left me alone, and then they went to the next people that was sitting next to me, and they told them to drink this blood. And the people that was sitting next to me, they drunk it, and I was telling them like, no, no, don't do it, that's against God. That's abomination. I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing something that was not godly. Like I don't know what they were doing. um yeah, so they was drinking blood, and I was like, no, no, don't drink it. And then they drank it. So I think it was two people that had drunk. Yeah, it was two people that had drunk it. And after they drunk it, um it was it was already bright outside, but it had gotten dark, but not like nighttime dark. It was kind of like a early evening dark, kind of like when it's cloudy out but the sun is still out, but it's kind of cloudy dark. I don't know if I'll put a picture describing it. But yeah, so it started to get dark, and things, they started to wrap up. So the dancers, who were dancing, they started to leave. And somehow Mickey Mouse, like, he was there, but it was kind of a horror Mickey Mouse. It wasn't the ones you see on TV. It was kind of like a mean one, but not like a clown, a mean one, but you can tell that it wasn't something kids would watch on TV. It was a different one. So then he had looked and he left. Like, it was really, really evil. I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing something. So they had left. And well, they were leaving. And then after, the sky got a little dark, the people who drunk it, I don't know, I guess something happened to them when they drunk it. So then they were like, "Who is your God? Who is your God? Who is your God? I want to serve your God. Who is your God?" And I don't know what happened to them, but they were just like, "Who is your God?" Something must have happened to them in their body for them to say that. So after that, we were kind of like, somehow we were in a room, but it was still like not an ocean, but like a river, I guess, or a lake. I think it was more like a lake. No, it was kind of like a river, like the same thing. But so we had, I guess it was a canoe. Yeah, we had a canoe, and we had left. Well, I had gotten my canoe, and this other guy, there was a guy with me, and then he was like, I was like, "Well, aren't we 144,000? Aren't we 144?" Because it was something bad, something like crazy was happening. Like, I don't know. I guess something was happening, but all I said was, "Aren't we 144,000?" And that's when it kind of switched to another dream, but that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to include that. But yeah, and I said, "Aren't we 144,000?" So that was the first dream. And the guy that I was with, I think he was a part of 144 too. But I don't remember him saying anything. I just remember me saying, "Are we 144?" Um, so then after that dream, I had another dream, and in this dream, it wasn't like, okay, so I don't want you guys thinking that this is the second coming or the rapture. Depends on what you say. Some people say second coming, some people say the rapture, but it wasn't that. So um, I don't know what I was doing, but something, I remember when I had the dream, I was just like in the sky, like I was floating up in the sky. Um, Something like the rapture, but it wasn't everyone. So it wasn't like the whole everybody in the world. It was just only me. And I was at this time when I was going up, I was like thoughtless. Like, I didn't have my earthly mind. Like, I didn't think anything. Like, it was kind of like I wasn't there. Like, I was going into another dimension. That's what it was. Like, I didn't have an earthly thought. I didn't have any thoughts at all. Like, I was thoughtless. Like, what I would usually think, or just having a thought, I didn't have a thought. Like, nothing. So as I'm going up, I'm just like, okay, I'm going up. Like, I didn't really think about it. And then sometimes I would try to look down, and then when I tried to look down, I would feel this something in my stomach. Like, it was kind of like, you know how when you go on a roller coaster and you're going down or something and you get that excitement in your stomach. That's what I got. But I didn't know what it was. That was kind of like, I didn't know why I got that when I looked down. It was just whenever I looked down, I felt that in my stomach. So as I'm going up, I reached these people, and everyone, it was definitely like in space. Like, that's what it looked like. Um yeah, so it was definitely like in space, and the people, there were, I mean, I'm going to say, I don't remember seeing, like, it was a lot of people, but I don't remember seeing I don't remember seeing, if it was 144,000, I, I don't remember seeing that many people, but I believe that that's what it was. That's what it was, yeah. And, sorry for saying, and, like I say that a lot, I know, but, so as I'm going up, I see these people, and they have all white and gold on. Like, that's all I saw. I didn't see any faces. I just saw like a body with all white. It was just all white and gold. And they were singing a song. And I was just like, okay. Like, I didn't think anything when I was going up. When I saw them, it was just like, who are these people? I didn't even think of who are these people. I just saw them and they were just singing, and I think I was singing a song too, but I'm not sure. I don't remember because it happened so long ago. Um so yeah, they were just all white and gold and it was in space. And that took me back to when it says in the Bible about the 144,000 and them being on Mount Zion. And I think it says they're singing a song. If I'm not right, I think I'm right. Like if I'm not, then I'll just put it on a video. But the verse, but yeah, Mount Zion, they're singing a song. So I think that was God just trying to tell me that you still are 144,000 even though you sin. Because sometimes like I doubt myself and I say, well, God, how am I still 144,000 when I sin every day? Like sometimes I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be with God, but because I get so caught up in day-to-day activities and it's just like, how do you still want me to be a part of these people? Because I'm not perfect at all, but then I have to realize that no one's perfect and only God is. So, and he always picks the imperfect people and always perfect them. So that's what I had to realize. But yeah, so I think Mount Zion, I think that I don't know what God is going to do. I don't know where the 144,000 are going, because a lot of people say that we're going to go back to heaven and come down, but I don't want to say that. I don't know if that's true or not, because it could be true and it could not be true, but I don't want to say that and then people believe that. Like on YouTube, like a lot of people say that, and then you have so many people believing that, and what if that does not happen? Then you deceived so many people, and then you don't want to get judged for that at all. But so I think that Mount Zion, I don't think we're going to be on Mount Zion like in earth. Like I don't think it's going to be on earth. But I think God has a place, his Mount Zion for us, if that makes sense. So yeah, so if you can interpret the dreams that I had or anything that you want to say, just post a comment below. And thank you for watching. I mean, not watching, but listening. God bless.